Hey, Moon Magic Super Souls. Oh, wow. We have 3 cards already. Today we are asking, what big glow up is the new moon bringing you? It is the new moon today. It is the new moon. In fact, the new moon will be precisely exact in about 25 minutes from now. I am deliberately doing these readings bang in the middle of this energy, and I will get them uploaded for you ASAP as soon as we are done. It's the new moon today. Whenever you watch these readings, the messages will be right for you, but these are new moon readings. What big glow up is the new moon bringing you? Welcome everybody. So we have, for pile 1, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, for pile 2, we have the card of the World. And for pile 3, we have the Queen of Swords. So these are the cards for today, our 3 cards. They showed themselves straight away, literally right at the beginning. How amazing is that? Okay, let's draw a rune and a charm as well for you. Oh, I'm feeling the first one here. We have the rune of flow for pile 1. That's Lagos, if you like that name, if you like to know the other name. We have Othilla, the rune of separation. And we have the rune of Perth. This is the rune of initiation. Okay, so these are our 3 runes. Let's draw a charm as well, for those of you that like just that little bit of extra information. Okay, pile 1, you have a dog. Okay, I'm going to put that right there, I think. Maybe up there. Pile 2, you have a turtle. And this is your charm. And pile 3, oh yes, you have a starfish. Okay, beautiful souls. I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer. The timestamps, as always, are in the description box and in a pinned comment. I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. What big glow up is this new moon in Scorpio actually bringing you? Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. I'm going to dive straight into some astrology cards. We have your first card, the creation of something, the gaining of respect about something. This is the card of the Sun. Okay, and let's draw a second for you. Ooh. Okay, that is too many. I'm seeing that one. Okay, so we have houses as well. In the 3rd house, the Sun in the 3rd house. By making the right connections, get your ideas going. We're in the realm of creation, having ideas, bringing things to light, bringing things forth. Now this is an interesting card to have, the 7 of Swords. It can sometimes indicate, do you know what's coming through? Never mind what the card indicates, I'll come back to that maybe in a moment. But actually what is actually coming through here, what's channeling to do through, is choosing where your loyalties lie. Actually, with the dog here as well, this can sometimes mean that somebody is possibly, there can sometimes be a bit of a trickster energy around you, or even suggesting someone who is acquiring something, perhaps not in the most direct way. So this person is sort of like looking over his shoulder. I'm wondering with the loyalty of the dog, it's like choosing where your loyalties lie, choosing where you place your energy is coming through here. Let's look at this, getting your ideas going. More messages channeling through for you straight away, pile one. I think this is also to do with who you share your ideas with. Let's say you have an amazing idea for, I don't know, an invention. Or, I mean, I'm not an inventor, but let's say you are an inventor and you have an amazing idea for an invention. This is just the energy of this. You need to apply it to your own circumstances. But you have an idea, or there's something you want to do, you want to create, you want to make happen. And this is actually advising you not to share it with everybody. Think about how you put this together. Think about who you approach. And there's two areas that come through for this. One is to do with somebody could actually steal your idea. Okay, they could take it and they could run with it because it's such an amazing idea. It's such an amazing invention. And really what you need to do is to sort of patent it first before you go out. You know, get your ideas going by making the right connections, or choose very carefully with the dog loyalty. I feel like this is actually saying to you, choose carefully who you share something with. Now that is a message coming through. This is therefore suggesting that the big glow up is going to be an idea of yours that is going to get going. Something is going to get going. It's going to flow. But you need to be very thoughtful. There's a really clear message from Spirit here about with guidance for you. Don't share with too many people. And the second thing I was going to say, firstly, I think the primary message is to do with loyalty, and be careful who you share your ideas with. Someone could steal your idea. But the other thing is also that if you share your idea with a ton of people, it can really dissipate the energy of it. It's like you spread it thinly. And of course, if you talk to 10 different people, you'll get 10 different answers as to what they think you should do. So I'd be really thoughtful about who you share with. You're needing to be selective about how you take this forwards. Very, very selective and very thoughtful. So let's draw more cards for you. Now we have an alchemy pack here, which seems very relevant to a transformational new moon. I'm actually seeing this card for you too. Let's look at these next. We have, okay, so we have Rosa, the red and white rose, Floss sapientum, the red and white rose. We then have Stibus antimony. Okay, look at this white wolf. Very much thinking of a lone wolf here. I'm not suggesting you can't take something forwards with someone, but I think you're needing to be careful. Virgin's milk is your third card. Wondering how we are going to lay your cards out so we get everything in picture. I'm going to rearrange something which I think is relevant. I think maybe you need to rearrange. You may even have a meeting in place already and you need to rearrange something around it. Bear with me. There, I have rearranged. But how interesting that I had to sort of try a couple of ways. First of all, I put these cards over here and then these ones up here, and that didn't quite fit. I think that's telling you something. You may need to try one or two different routes to see what is going to be the right fit for you. You have a purity and a naivety almost. I say naivety, you have a purity, an innocence of spirit around you, my beautiful souls, and that is delightful. But it means that you could, you could have the wool pulled over your eyes or not quite see something for what it is. Now, the big glow up is that you are bringing something forth that absolutely can be the big glow up. You can run with it, literally. With this lone wolf, it's something that is very, very special. It could bring you freedom. However, it does need to find a route to be birthed to the world, that's for sure. But you're being asked to really approach this to approach who you share it with and how you bring it forth. Very specifically, who you collaborate with, who you share it with. There is something very, very strong in this message. This should not in any way stop you. This card really is inviting you to take this forth. So the message is definitely take it forth. Don't hold yourself back from taking your project forth. However, find the right partnership and don't reveal all. It reminds me of some advice that I remember seeing. It was in a marketing video, actually, remarkably, by a couple of people who were actually very, very, very good at marketing. They were very good at their job, I think. And they were kind of talking about advertising and the way that, you need to give enough but not all. You need to give enough information for people to be really engaged and to get a good amount from your, I don't know, this was about like having an advertising webinar, for example. And they were suggesting you give enough information to give people a really satisfying experience, but you don't reveal every detail of your product. So if you were creating a webinar to show people how they would use this amazing invention, you don't give them all the details so they could go off and make it themselves. You give them just enough for them to want to back you and support you, or to buy your product or to buy a course that you will make to teach them how to use it. This is the sort of flavor. It's about sharing enough to move your project forwards, but not enough to have it misused by someone else. Your message is actually quite clear. I mean, it's fascinating. Let's draw some Archangel cards and see what else this is about. So I'm seeing what the big glow up for you is. There is something, and this, you will know what it is, I'm sure, because it will be unique to you, very unique to you. Very, very unique to you. But let us look. What else do we have here? Okay, I'm seeing this and this. I'm actually seeing that card there. Okay. And I'm going to take the one on the top as well. Let us look at your cards. Okay, you have the Star. Archangel Jophiel, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. I think this is bringing you potentially something, maybe the result of your invention. Let's use this as an example. The result of your invention is really going to bring you renewed hope. It's going to bring you, I think it could be very life transformational because it could be very successful. A dream come true. Perhaps you've been seeking backing for something and you just haven't believed it would ever be possible. Well, now it is really, this can happen. Page of Michael, truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Yes, absolutely. Look at the small print. Make sure that this is working for you. If somebody is making you an offer, this is what we're seeing here. Make sure, I feel like your invention is really a winner. And I think whoever wishes to back it up or back you up or join forces with you is going to have their interests at heart. And actually, a business person will have their interests at heart. However, it's really important you make sure that your interests are really well represented. 15, decision. How interesting. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Okay, we're going to draw more cards around this because I'm almost having a concern now that this reading might give you a lack of confidence in going forwards, in feeling, gosh, will I get it right? You most definitely can succeed here. You absolutely can succeed here. How can we fit this card? See, I'm having trouble squeezing everything in again. Let me move these along. This is going to flow into being. This is absolutely going to flow into being. What it requires is that paying attention to the detail. Don't just assume that what is being offered is right. Take your time to make this decision. Look at the detail, look at the small print. You absolutely can succeed. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. Fabulous. Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. I mean, this is you. I think this is something you've dreamed of, and I think because this is something you've dreamed of, you are eager to move it forwards, and this is a definite thumbs up to moving it forwards, but it's a thumbs up. It's such detailed information and guidance coming to you as to how to take it forwards. So take it forwards in a manner that gives enough but not everything. Take it forwards in a manner that people, like, I think whoever you approach is going to jump at the opportunity, and I think it will actually release you from maybe even a period of financial lack. I think this idea will bring you freedom. And you do have what it takes to succeed. The exciting new challenge is stepping into this amazing space of your invention or your dream coming true. You need to apply that to your own circumstances. But whatever this is, this project, this idea, this can happen. And it can happen big time. We've got castles in the background of two of these cards. Two castles in the background. There's freedom coming here. A release from a period. And even here we have what looks like a palace on the shore. And look at this. There is almost a gateway that looks like a key. It's emotional, really, because this is an emotional situation. It's emotional because it's absolutely, well, it's bloody fantastic, basically. That's why it's emotional. It's a glow up. This is something being taken forwards. The guidance is really simple. Look after your own interests. Make sure you are represented. Seek an expert. If somebody's offering you something for your invention, you know, it might pay you to go and just have a consultation with I don't know, some kind of a lawyer or a one-off. Quite a lot of these sorts of places will offer a one-off appointment for free. Go seek some advice as to how you move it forwards, or to check out the contract or something like that. There's definitely a way forwards here. Great intuitive insights, messages regarding relationships and social invitations as well. Maybe you're a speaker or a coach and you've suddenly been asked, maybe that's the big glow up. You've been really successful in your coaching business and somebody has just asked you to do a speaking engagement, and you just know this could rocket some things forwards for you. This could take some, open you up to some major opportunities. Look at the small print. Think about how you do this with your interests in mind. This is the nature of your reading. This is the glow up, and it's absolutely fantastic. Let's draw cards just to find out a little bit more information about, see if we can be given some clear guidance around how to sort of approach this, maybe. Is there any more guidance? Let's ask. Spirit, may we request more guidance, please, for pile 1 about how this happened, or how this might happen, or how they should proceed. Okay, so 10 of Cups. This is, right, so you've got your affirmation of success. Look at this I love this card. It's like they're high-fiving. You're going to find the right collaboration, and this is the, really fulfilling. So you will find the right collaboration. This could also be indicating that you find someone to help you to find the right collaboration as well. However, whether this is an initial connection with someone who can then assist you to bring this invention to light, assist you in getting the right contract, or it is the right contract, as it were, the right relationship. Yeah, 3 of Discs. Look at the collaboration going on here. Now the 3s are a beautiful turning point. So It may be that you might even have 3 offers or 3 opportunities. It may pay you to seek 3 different sources of advice, or to approach, let's say there's a specialist who helps people to move an invention forwards. It would pay you to approach 3 of them, I think, most definitely. You'll find the right one, but there is a relevance to the 3, I think, here. Particularly we have in the 3rd house, get your ideas going by making the right connections. Look at this. Get your ideas going by making the right connections. You couldn't write it, could you? Okay, who or what is around you? Short-term thinking and trips, travel, invitations, your ideas coming to light. And this is what this is about. It's like an idea emerging, that alchemical moment as well, when something extraordinary happens. Now the card on the top of the pack is kind of showing itself here. I'm just going to pick the pack up as it is, because I'm seeing this one and this one for you. Okay, oh my goodness me, look at this. We have the Emperor and we have the 8 of Cups sailing off into the sunset. I always feel this card is doing. Okay, so I think your quest, your mission, I mean, this Emperor is on a vision quest. You know, he has the arrow here on this crystal ball and a stick. He's on a vision quest. Okay. I'm reading this in 2 ways. It may be that you do need to set forth on your vision quest, set forth and look for, I think this is present anyway, look for the right person to collaborate with. Look for the best route to take your idea forwards by making the right connections. This is very clear, actually. I think the way to take your invention forwards is to collaborate. That's definitely the case. The message is clear. This is the big glow up, and the big glow up is not only to take this forwards, but to find the right collaboration. I think you'll find the right partnership. You've got such an affirmation in the 10 of Cups, that high 5. I do think you need to maybe test the waters, seek 3 different potential avenues. I think you will find the right one. I also feel with the Emperor that there will be some sort of guidance. And it's interesting, I'm also going to say in our international world, you may want to look overseas. Okay? Social invitations, great intuitive insights. I'm very mindful, and I noticed this to start with, that we have in 2 of these cards, we see the seashore here. I am wondering if you need to, in our international world, look overseas. Just because wherever you are based, the people that are local to you may or may not actually have ultimately the best connections to move your invention forwards, your project, your invention, your idea, the thing that is bursting. Well, it's there, it's ready to be created, it's absolutely ready for you to run with it. I think it may be overseas for some of you. I think this is really clear. Look at your potentials from a more international perspective. Don't just assume that the best option will be on your doorstep or within your own locality. I think with these seashores here, I really think you are being invited to look further afield. The investment, the right collaboration, it may actually not be within your geographical location. I think this is being clear as well. So look around, go on a bit of a quest. Check out at least 3, I think, and don't give all the information, give enough. Give enough but not all, so that you whet their appetite. They're really going to want you, but approach this both with your purity of spirit and yet simultaneously with awareness that what you are bringing forth has massive, massive potential to bring you financial freedom. I think here, actually, genuinely, this is like building those castles in the sky. We've got great big buildings here, castles and castles in the sand, castles in the sky. And even here, look, we can see the tents here where maybe there was like a jousting tournament or something, which often was held in the grounds of a castle. So find the right person to make that loyal, long-term connection with, or the right collaboration. It is to do with, definitely, the glow up is coming, and it is absolutely happening. You're going to find the right partnership, the right whoever it is or whatever it is, the company, but I think you have to look, you know, in a more wider geographical location. Gosh, your reading is so specific, pile one, it's unbelievable. But it's gorgeous, and congratulations, because I think this is a fabulous moment of evolution for you. I really, really do. It's a serious glow up. It's a serious stepping up. Take your time, be careful. The advice and guidance is here. It's very clear. Look potentially further afield. I would also say if somebody approaches you, seeing someone coming, beautiful angel behind you, the angels have your back. So be aware, intuitive insights, this card says. if someone approaches you, you again look further afield potentially. Look at the bigger world, the international marketplace for your invention. Beautiful souls. I'm gonna call it a day for your reading. I feel this is enough. We are done. It is beautiful, amazing. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic Tarot channel. It's an absolute joy to read for you. This is a magical, magical reading. I feel unbelievably uplifted sitting in your energy. It's fabulous. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. All these things really do help to support the channel and to keep it going, and for me to continue to put free stuff into the world. Thank you for your super thanks through the comments as well, those of you who have been donating in that way. Your generosity is really, really appreciated. Beautiful souls, keep us posted in moderation. Don't display your idea, or you know, in the comments say you've got an idea, but don't necessarily tell us what it is. And beautiful souls, have an amazing time. I mean, you know, this is fab. If you are interested in my moon month, the overall energy of the entire moon month, I have uploaded a video now on YouTube about that, and it has also got details for all zodiac signs as well for the coming month. There are bigger readings on Patreon as well. So just, you know, check in on any of these things if they are appealing to you. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Oh, my voice is going croaky again. Tons and tons and tons and tons of love to you, pile one. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have Othilla, the rune of separation, also inheritance, gain. You have the turtle, and you have the world card. This feels like that turning point between an ending and a beginning. We're asking, what is this big glow up that the new moon is bringing you? What's going to be brought to you? What's arriving? What I do see is it's arriving. The glow up is coming at a turning point when something is concluding or completing and the new is emerging. That is really, really clear. Now, let us draw cards for you and see what we are shown. So, may we have, Spirit, please, information. I am seeing these two for my pile two. We have, okay, philanthropy in the 12th house, seeking oneness with all that there is. How interesting. Keep your involvement hidden. Your faith. Okay, we then have the card of Jupiter. Wow, expansion, the granting of blessings, good fortune. Learn or teach, be positive about something, grow and expand. Philanthropy. Your faith, large institutions, overwhelming events. Keep your involvement hidden. Goodness me. Okay. What is coming to me initially what's coming through is I sort of feel like something genuinely significant arriving, like an inheritance, for example. Now, that inheritance could just be, it could be coming through simply because on a karmic level you have reached a point where something is coming back to you in a big way because you've lived really well, or you've stepped up in the face of adversity. Something is completing. You may have stepped up in the face of adversity, found the strength to pick yourself up, to move something forwards, and somehow something's coming to you. I feel you will have something coming to you, the big glow up, that you can share, actually, philanthropy, and yet keep your involvement hidden. As if you could make a donation, something coming to you that is a sufficiently big glow up, perhaps in finances, largely I would suggest, a kind of a win or an inheritance, something you can share and benefit others, but you're being advised to do it quietly. This actually feels like, I was discussing this with my children once, and we were all saying if we won the lottery, we would be silent about it. And it isn't that we wouldn't wish to share. It's quite interesting. We all had our own individual ideas. This was a Christmas Day thing. We're actually sitting on a Christmas morning. What would we do if we all won the lottery? Because we often buy a collaborative one. And in this moment, they were all sharing their sort of almost philanthropic ideas of stuff they want to do, a charity they want to set up. And, know I have visions of that. And it's as if somehow the resources here are coming to you to be able to do that, and yet you might contribute to an existing charity or a circumstance but keep quiet about it. And that was what we agreed. We wouldn't go out there and advertise that we'd won the lottery, because there would be too many people wanting, and it wasn't that we wouldn't wish to give, but we'd want to give selectively, because inevitably, gosh, you think how many scammers there are out there on YouTube alone, you would be approached by so many of the wrong people as well as so many of the right ones. And there's something here coming to you, a big glow up, a big expanse, a big blessing, a big good fortune that will enable you to grow and expand, enable you to take something forwards, but also simultaneously you can benefit others in some way, shape or form. How interesting. Let's draw more cards for you. What else are we shown? May we have, Spirit, please, information. What is this arrival, this inheritance, this gain? What is coming to my beautiful pile twos? Okay. These are your cards from the Alchemy pack. The Alchemy felt very relevant today because it's such a transformational new moon. Oil of vitriol. Okay, fog and breath. Okay, this is interesting. What is this major blessing? Ah, okay. There's a really specific message coming through for you here. I'm actually going to draw the Archangel cards first, and then I will relay this message that's coming through. Let me just draw, maybe have a little bit more information about this big blessing, please. Okay, Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. I'm seeing this. I am seeing this and this one. We have Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. Okay, Seven of Ariel. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. And Two of Raphael. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. Okay, let me move those along a bit. I think we can get those in. Yes, we can. Okay. I always feel with oil of vitriol, it's felt like there's a bitter pill to swallow. Okay. Seek out other possibilities. You can be free. I think something is coming to you, and this is quite specific. How very fascinating that the messages today are really, really, really specific, unbelievably specific. It's like the advice and guidance that's very specific. I think something is coming to you, some good fortune. It could be a windfall. It could be something you invested in years ago that suddenly comes to fruition. Perhaps you invested in a pot of money or something and you've forgotten all about it and it shows up. Or karmically, you've been doing the right thing and a windfall comes to you, or someone comes along and gives you something. I mean, look at the flowers in this card. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Something is coming in for you. It's almost like, I want to say that saying, you know, what goes around comes around. And for you, it's something amazingly positive. What goes around comes around. Something is coming a full circle for you, and it's bringing you an opportunity to invest in something. I would venture to say to invest in yourself, to change your situation. But I think it is a sufficiently beneficial reward for you also to have an extra to share. That's what I would say from this philanthropy element. Something's coming back to you that you really deserve, and I get the impression that you've had some tough shit to go through, basically. And I think you have even been wondering which way to go at this point in time, wondering quite which direction to go in. Maybe you've been looking at changing a location. We have the seashore in 2 of these cards. Moving house, changing your location, or even how to get out of a situation. If you've had some financial difficulties, wondering how to get out of debt, wondering how to move. Something's coming in for you. This is the big glow up. Something's actually coming in for you, and it is as if it's coming back to you. The rune of Othilla, separation, inheritance, gain. This is a bit like a snake shedding its skin. It suggests that you have outgrown something, a certain circumstance or situation. But with the inheritance element of this, I do feel something is coming to you that will enable you to move, to open those gates to freedom. Now, it could come in the form of a person coming in and supporting you, 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. This could be the gift, the blessing, kindred spirits. It could be a reward from someone you already know. Someone actually comes along, a kindred spirit. You know, somebody who's been observing that you've maybe been struggling or something hasn't been okay. And they just come along and say, do you know what? You know, you've been amazing. Let me give you a gift. Something is coming to help you to sort of come alive and breathe again, to open the gateways to something. And it will be the resources that come to you are going to be sufficient for you to shift and move from a situation where I think you have been uncomfortable with something, or you've known it wasn't quite right. There's a sense of melancholy around you, waiting for something to transform, but not knowing how to do that, how to make that possible. Something is coming to you that will open the gates. And I feel like when you look at the nebula fog card, I almost feel like we have an orb here, but it's sort of shrouded. And yet here we have what looks like a glitter ball. Something is very transformational for you, moving from a place that is feeling also, I want to say bitter and twisted. That's coming through. I'm not suggesting in any way that you're bitter and twisted, but there has been a residue of something that you have felt uncomfortable about. You're also, because of this card, this was the first message that was coming through as well. You're also, when I go back to the lottery win, this would be a bit like if you did come into some resources and there are some people in your world that you have a connection with who perhaps haven't treated you very well. It would be very wise not to share that with them. But if their circumstances were very difficult, you know, even if you love them and you care about them, but you know that these are difficult people, you know, you could be I don't know, beneficial to them, but not tell them that it's come from you. Let's say you had a challenging family member and you love them, but you know, they just keep on behaving really badly. You know they're in trouble and you sort of feel for them, but at the same time, you're so sick and tired of the drama or the crisis or whatever it is. And you think, well, I'd love to help you, but my goodness me, if I help you, you're just going to rock back up and want more and more and more and more. So you help them in a manageable way because you're going to be in a position to do so. Something is coming into you of a reward, that is for sure, and it is liberating you, but there is an aspect of your world that you are being advised to share, but keep your involvement hidden. It's as simple as that. It's like, I think you're just going to have more than you need, in some way, shape or form, whatever that is, and however you make that philanthropic gesture, you can do so, but do so quietly and almost like anonymously. Okay, we are asking more about, I'm actually asking less about what you're going to do with it, because I think you'll be perfectly capable of making that decision, though there's clear guidance around the sharing. May I please ask more information? Spirit, please, may we ask kindly, what is this? What is coming in? I am seeing this card and this card. This is what I'm seeing for you. I feel there is another. It's that one there I'm seeing. Oh. Yeah, what is coming in? What is this? Gift, inheritance. So, Princess of Wands, I'm seeing you burning your bridges. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, now the rune, this is a rune of separation, remember, as well. Knight of Swords. And the energy of this feels like you're cutting cords to something. We then have the Three of Cups. And the Sun, wow. And the Emperor, wow. Okay. How interesting. Okay, pile 2. Let's talk about energy here. I feel that you've held the higher vibration in some sort of circumstance, which is why we've got an ending and a new beginning. I think you have cut cords. You've chosen to walk away from something, to leave something behind, to put the past behind you. And as you do so, your energy is shifting. Whatever comes in for you, whatever opportunity is arising, it's like there is a shift in the energy around you, resources, creativity coming to you. I will draw more clarifying cards around what's coming in here. But you find your direction. You find a new direction. You set forth. Maybe you are finding someone who will work with you or be with you. It could even be a partnership of, you know, business, personal, whatever it is, kindred spirits. Someone who has your back in some way. But yeah, look at the Four of Raphael with Archangel Raphael coming in, having your back. But you're being given a blessing. Going back to that crystal ball, that orb here that's fogged, it's like shrouded, something is shrouded, then it becomes a glitter ball, and then here we have this crystal ball. You have more, you have resources, you're going to have resources to share. May we please ask for more information about these resources to share. More information. Let's ask about the Three of Cups. I feel like the resources, whatever this is, can come in because you've cut cords, because you've held your ground over something, and you've actually put something down rather than buying into it. Something that was a bitter pill to swallow, something that didn't feel okay. You have kind of, despite it, you've stepped up, and despite having to really, I think, you know, find your way through something, you have, and now the rewards are coming to you, whether that's energetically, you're being rewarded for holding the higher vibration in a situation that wasn't nice. Something is coming back to you big time, and it's bringing you resources. May we please ask? Okay, it's going to be enough for you to be comfortable. Okay, something that will be, it may not be the big lottery win, but my goodness me, you're going to be comfortable with the Four of Pentacles here. I always feel with this card, this little rabbit is kind of surrounded in enough to be comfortable. Two of Cups. Okay. Two of Raphael. How interesting. What is this? Ah, yes, messages coming through. I'm asking, what is this gift that's coming in as a glow up? Okay, we have three different messages actually. So it's a general reading, and thank you, Spirit. I feel we've got three different areas that could be the glow up for you. The first is like a windfall. You will, honestly, it's something that is enough for you to be comfortable, and you'll have more than enough to share. I always feel this is sort of sitting in a comfortable place here. Protected, comfortable. The Two of Cups is about love. It's about intimacy. Some of you may actually, if you are single, or indeed if you're in a relationship and that ups its game, you know, maybe you move in together, so resources are suddenly widely available for you, or you meet someone who is able to support you in some way, shape or form, so you're not out there doing it on your own. You have more than enough to share. So it could be one or other of these. So it could be like a windfall, it could be a relationship where someone comes in and you can join your joined finances, mean that you can be charitable, philanthropical. Also, for some of you, there is something that you've actually worked at, you've invested in. An investment, it could be a project that you worked at, it could be a previous investment, but it's suddenly growing, it's coming to fruition, something that you planted a while ago. It could even be an idea. If you were drawn to pile one, that came through a few moments ago, that there was possibly a resonance for pile one for some of you. If it is, you were drawn to both, then do check that out. It would be worth your while. It could be something that you've had an idea and suddenly it can be planted and start to come to fruition. There's still work to be done, but actually it's either starting to come to fruition, something you invested in years ago suddenly pops up, and you know, you paid into some different pension funds and they suddenly show up, or some investment you'd forgotten about. But it could also be that something you've been working on takes root and starts to grow, and we're seeing, you know, significant abundance coming from this, in which case there could be a partnership deal in some way, shape or form with these two trees and Two of Raphael and Two of Cups. There could be some kind of a financial partnership that brings you, you know, a significant kind of chunk of money that frees you and puts you into a position where you can be very generous and philanthropical. But we're seeing these various options being shown to us in terms of how these resources, this gift, this inheritance may come to you. So whether it is karmically coming around, I think karmically it's coming around anyway. But there is certainly someone around you that you would be advised not to share this with. There is a connection to pile 1 in some elements of this. There's certainly someone around you, possibly you don't necessarily wish to forget them or discount them, but you would be wise not to share. A bit like that sort of, if you win the lottery, don't put it in the local paper along with your name and address. You know, that would not be advisable. Beautiful souls. So but I think there is actually someone specific around you that you would be advised not to share your good fortune with, but you could share it in a beautiful philanthropical way, but share it privately and in a way that you are hidden, so that person doesn't know where it's come from, because I don't think that would be healthy. Beautiful souls, there's something of this. You'll know who this is. If this is relevant to you in the reading, you will know who it is and what it's about. Pile 2, I am loving your reading. Tons and tons of love on this new moon. What a glow up this is for you. Really, really amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing and commenting, because these things actually really, really do help the channel. They do help to encourage other people who are new to come and check out the readings. Thank you, all of you who are also, when you give back through the super thanks in the comments, you know, those donations are really, really appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you, all of you who are on Patreon. By the way, I have a great big moon month update here on YouTube. If you are interested in manifesting with the moon, my diary and journal are now live, which is so exciting. If it shows on Amazon, if you try to buy them and it shows on Amazon that it is out of stock, I think it is just that they have something like an hourly quota, because I've had to contact them. A few people have been in touch and said, I'm trying to buy the diary or the journal and it's out of stock. Because it's a print on demand, so it should never be out of stock. You know, I don't have a publisher, unfortunately, so I use Amazon print on demand. But I think, you know, in principle, they should always be available. I think they have an hourly quota for stock, so if you try to get one and it's not available, just keep on trying. If you come back in an hour, they probably will be available again, so just keep on persevering. And thank you, all of you who are purchasing the diary and the journal. You know, I will be doing webinars about how to use them, so do keep a lookout for those as well. They'll be here on YouTube. Beautiful souls. Anyway, here I am waffling away. Thank you so much. My all zodiac sign readings are in that moon month update if you want to check those out. You know, want to get a flow of the energy for yourselves astrologically for the entire coming month. And the bigger extended readings are also on Patreon. Pile 2. Well, I look forward to, you know, hearing. Keep us posted, but obviously in a way that is not too revealing is what I want to say. There may be a connection to pile 1. There are a few things coming through that are interesting. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. See you really, really soon for another reading. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. We're asking, what big glow up is this new moon in Scorpio bringing you and your world? Queen of Swords. I mean, this is a powerful, very ambitious card, actually. And the rune of initiation, Perth, speaks of, I mean, I always feel like it's like a rite of passage to something. So you moving towards something, potentially an ambition of yours. I wonder, you know, do you have ambitions of stardom? Let's draw cards and see what we're shown. What is the big glow up for pile 3? Okay, so I'm seeing this card and that for your first 2. What do we have? Planets, both of them. Okay, so we have Saturn, how interesting, and then we have the South Node, which is very much about where you've come from. Remember. We've got remember, reconsider, now is not the time, the South Node. Okay, anxiety about moving forwards, be realistic about something. You must wait before you can do something. Limits imposed, the maturity that brings something. Okay, I'm really hearing, first of all, it's quite interesting that you're being asked to persevere with something. Be really dedicated to an ambition that you want. How interesting. What big glow up is coming for you? May just not be coming immediately, but let's ask. I'm seeing this card for you first. I'm seeing this. I thought that was 2. This one and that one. Okay, what big glow up is coming for my pile 3s, please, Spirit? You've got Saturn twice. Wowza. Okay. That's big life lessons. Big karmic life lessons with the South Node as well. The karmic lessons of this, if you think of the nodes as being where we've come from and where we're going. And the Queen of Swords is sitting here with real clear determination, asking you to be the very best version of you, to step up, to hold your perspectives, she's supporting you. Her energy supports you 1000% to be the biggest and best version of you. Saturn is known as Father Karma. He brings us big life lessons. Congratulations. Oh no, coagulation. Okay, there I was. Well, how interesting. I was reading it as congratulations. Something needs to come together. Coagulation. Quicksilver. Something is going to come together really quickly. But you know, it's just not right now. This is not quite the right moment. Gosh, I feel that your first message is just a validation. Your big glow up is absolutely in the process of happening. But something has to fall into place first. Something has to come together. When it does, it will be like quicksilver. It will just appear. I mean, like magic. But you've kind of got to hold your focus. We will, of course, draw a ton more cards for you. Let's draw from the Archangel pack. What is this about? Spirit, may we ask, what is this about? I'm hearing that first message, that the glow up is coming and you need to persevere. It's what needs to come together. Can we just ask for more information, please? I'm actually seeing both of those. I am seeing this one. And curiously enough, actually, yes, it's that one right in there. Okay. Okay. We have the card of justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favour. Don't give up. Okay. Yeah, don't give up. Persevere. That's so coming through. 8 of Gabriel. A great deal of activity. Sudden and immediate results. Important communication. Okay. Knight of Gabriel. Fabulous. How wonderful. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. Oh, this is wonderful. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. I mean, this is just a card of abundance. Okay, this is a card of abundance. You need to persevere with something beautiful, souls. Actually, I say persevere. I'm really getting a very distinctly different message here. The big glow up is coming. Absolutely coming. But there's something that you're still dealing with, okay? I think with Saturn showing up twice, with the South Node, there's something else in your world that's taking up some of your airplay or some of your bandwidth in terms of your energy. And it's got to reach its conclusion. There's nothing negative about it. It's all going to come together. Coagulation. And there's the congratulations as well. You know, rulings made in your favour. Don't give up. Something's got to get processed and get sorted first. And then suddenly, like quicksilver, you are going to be rushed off your feet. Absolutely sudden, immediate results, time to take action. It's just that there's something else that requires your attention first. Frustratingly, I feel for you. But yeah, it's taking up a proportion of your bandwidth. If you were a pie chart of energy, and to really manifest and bring forth whatever it is you're bringing forth that's unique to you in your world, your pathway to abundance, let's call it that, your pathway to abundance. Whatever that is, for you. At the moment, there's some other stuff getting in the way, and unfortunately, on that pie chart of energy, for this to really happen, you need probably at least 80% of that energy to be you, if not more. But something else is taking up your time and energy, and it has to get sorted first for you to, it has to reach its conclusion, and literally the moment it's done, you can move forwards. This would be like if you were in some form of legal dispute, for example, with someone, and it's holding you back, or you're negotiating a contract and there are clauses within it that you're not happy with, or, you know, something going on. And it's taking up sort of like 50 or 60% of the energy of your pie chart, because you're needing to invest in this, whatever it is, this contract negotiation or the nitty-gritty of it, and really you just want to crack on and make it happen, but this is having to be done first, and it's feeling like a massive limitation. But it will reach its conclusion. It could be like you're raring to go, you know, get out in the world. Let's say, I don't know, if a relationship had ended and you're going through a divorce, for example, and you're, you know, anxious about ever having another relationship, and yet another part of you is raring to get out there and meet people and do stuff. Well, the divorce, the moment it's completed, your energy is free. You can give 100% to going out there and finding someone. There's something else that's still wrapping itself up. And can you see this serpent? It's holding on to its tail. It's got its grip around this. Something has a grip around your time. Okay, and it's just stopping you from being able to completely look ahead at this moment in time. Father Time, Saturn, we often call him Father Time, the bringer of karmic lessons. You might have to be learning a bit of patience, and I know that's really difficult. I'm not very good at being patient, I have to admit. If I get an idea, I just want to run with it, and I'm very often so excited and passionate and enthusiastic that I also don't take into account actually how long something might actually take to make it real and make it happen. I know that's a trait of me. This is sort of different because this feels as though there is something very specific in your energetic zone, pile 3. Even if you are somebody like me who's very enthusiastic and you're dying to get going and you just want to invest all, it doesn't feel like a time restriction that's lagging on something because it's going to take longer than that. It doesn't. It's not like a me thing, and these readings are not for me anyway. They are for you. In your world, there is something that's taking up your energy, your airplay, your bandwidth, and because of that, it's inhibiting the ability for something else to move forwards. So it could be like a divorce, waiting for the papers to be signed or the financial circumstances to be resolved, so you're free to move forwards. And the moment you are, this will happen like quicksilver. It's going to come together. It will be a flurry of activity, and you're going to get the rewards you want. Mature, practical, generous, happy Queen of Ariel. I mean, this is gorgeous. So honestly, the shift will be like quicksilver, literally. It's just you need to hold your ambitions in sight. There's a process to go through, basically, with the rune of initiation. It's a rite of passage. There's a process to go through before you can get to the abundance that you are desiring, whatever that is for you. Set your wishes today, if you're watching this today with the new moon, or whenever you are watching this. These are timeless. So to be honest, I've just noticed that candle's gone out. You know, I didn't actually notice when that went out. I'm going to light it for you. Bear with me. Right, I don't know when that went out. And it may well have gone out within your reading while I was being very passionate and enthusiastic about your future. And I'm very happy to be passionate and enthusiastic about your future and to hold that energy with you and for you. Whatever you really desire, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen like quicksilver. It's going to be so fast. So it is a really big glow up that's coming to your world, pile 3. It's that golden nugget. Look at the golden nugget sitting in this, what looks like a nest egg, sort of almost. A harvest. It's full of grain and wonderfulness. It will come together so quickly. You really, really are absolutely being asked to not lose sight. Don't let the light go out on your ambitions or your desire. There's something you really want. Don't blow that candle out. Keep it burning. Literally, you know, whether it's metaphorically or it's literally, light a candle for your desire every day, whatever that ambition is, whatever it is you really want. Light a candle for it every day, faithfully, until this is resolved. There is something around you that is just energetically or physically creating a block, a limit, and the moment it's resolved, it will rule in your favour. The moment it is resolved, you are free to move forwards, to take action, and you'll just be able to make it happen. It's just going to materialise. You will know what this is, and I think you will know what this is. You will know what you desire above and beyond anything and everything, and you can make it happen. The glow up is coming, absolutely, but Spirit is just saying to you, this has to be sorted first, and actually this will come into balance. Let us just ask for additional advice and guidance. May we please have information, please, about, well, maybe, shall we ask for timings for you, beautiful souls? I always think timings are difficult to ask for. Sometimes they're not revealed, because for Spirit there is no time and space as we identify it. But let's ask. May we ask about timings for this? I can see it's going to move forwards very fast when it happens. We have two cards here. I'm also seeing this card and this card. Right, maybe there's more than one set of timings, and I'm seeing this. Yeah, we'll look at the base for that one as well. Okay, we have the Ace of Discs. It's going to sit with this card. Oh, I'm just going to say we have invocation also showing itself. This may indicate within a moon month. You know, these are new moon readings, and here we have a whole moon phase, well, a whole moon cycle. These are individual phases of the moon. You might find within a moon month, and if you are interested, I'll tell you about it at the end anyway, but I do have all zodiac sign readings that work with the moon month. I don't work my readings with the calendar month because I'm passionate about manifesting with the moon, but I feel this is relevant for some of you within a moon month. Let's have a look. Okay, so we have a 5 and a 10. How interesting. Look at this. The wheel will turn, and look at the scythe that's shown here as well. Okay. I'm seeing you work at something here. You just have to work your way through this, okay? The wheel is turning in your favour, okay? So for some of you, there is whatever it is that you're needing to process. In itself, it really is just a question of you processing it. So in this instance, it may not be an external event like I don't know, let's say a divorce or something like that, or, you know, or a house move or something like that. It may be something internal that you are processing. You are literally processing some kind of emotional residue of something. You've come through some kind of a transformation, maybe a cutting of cords, the ending of something, but the processing is much more about your internal processing. Can you see this figure is underground here? So this is about you emotionally processing something, and at the moment it's still taking up some bandwidth. The moment you process it, you come to terms with it, you will, just like quicksilver, the whole thing will change. Okay, so at the moment I'm seeing for some of you there's an internal processing. The timing of this will be personal to you each, depending on what you are actually processing. And if a relationship came to an end through loss, grieving and bereavement are a process. You know, you can't hurry that. You can't grieve more quickly than you can grieve. It's got to take its time. These cards we have, right. This is some form of legal thing. Look at the scales here. Yeah, this is that something is absolutely, the door is being closed to this. There's been maybe some form of negotiation, legal contract, or something is coming to an end, and it's an absolute definite, this is ending the moment it ceases. Now, because we've got a 3, it's a possibility that we could literally be looking, if it's imminent for you, it could be 3 days, it could be 3 weeks. I mean, it could even be 3 months, or it could be 3 cycles of the moon, 3 phases of the moon. It could be the 3rd phase of the moon. We start with the new moon, which is at the time of these readings. This is the first position of a moon cycle. We then move to the crescent moon, then we move to the first quarter. The first quarter is always an evaluation point. It is a point of almost like of justice, of evaluation. It's a turning point. So you might find that it is actually if now is the new moon, within a couple of weeks, we will get to, within a week, about a week actually, because in about 2 weeks we'll be at the full moon. Within about a week, you might actually, it literally could be a week, you get some kind of a clear result. But it's a definite, when this ends and concludes, this moves forwards like wildfire. Okay. And then here we have, let me just lastly process. This card I think is relevant to each. So I've spoken about it with these. If this is something you are processing emotionally, for example, the moon does affect us. You know, the moon phases, the reason I'm big on manifesting with the moon, I'm also very big on helping people emotionally. That was my mainstream career for a long time as a counsellor, a psychotherapist. So the moon really does affect us, or that's certainly been my experience. It may pay you to look at the way the moon affects you emotionally, because you'll find it will aid you if you are, for example, grieving or processing. You might find that you get more emotional. There are times when you need to step back and replenish and retreat and look after yourself emotionally. Other times to push forwards, to take a risk, to try stepping into the new a little bit rather than staying in a safe zone all the time. So there's definitely, this may help you as well. And these cards we're shown are the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Discs. Well, this is pretty immediate, I think. This feels for me as if it's pretty immediate. For some of you, I think it's actually about you taking charge and taking an action. It's almost like you making a decision. And the Queen of Swords helps us to make clear decisions, helps you to make a commitment to yourself, possibly to literally close a door to something, or to make a commitment of self-belief in some way, to believe that you can have your dreams. Because the Queen of Wands steps up, she's passionate, look at her hand on her heart. Maybe you have to tell that, this is really interesting. For some of you, I think you have to admit to yourself what you want and allow yourself to believe that you can have it. And then it will manifest, the Ace of Discs. It's almost like within yourself, put your hand on your heart, take an ownership of your desire, and that is what new moon wishes and intentions are about. When we make new moon wishes, that is coming from the heart. It's what do you really desire? Can you take an ownership of this and say, hand on heart, this is what I really want, and I'm going to put this wish into the universe and open myself to receive. And then, this is putting aside historical doubts, putting aside the disbelief. And then when you set an intention, which is different, a wish is from the heart, an intention is, and I intend to do something. So I wish for this is hand on heart what I desire. And then the intention, I intend, and it means taking an action, sowing a seed, making something real. And the moment I think you do that, like quicksilver, this is going to shift and start to emerge for you. Well, we're being shown very different timings depending on the nature of what you are actually going through and what this is about for you. But yeah, if this one is you, it's honestly, it's just about taking an ownership of what you truly want. Obviously, we have no power over others, but we have power over absolutely what we desire. We really do. And you are really being encouraged to absolutely believe, persevere. And the shift will come, my beautiful pile 3. I mean, look at this abundance. It's just gorgeous. What a gorgeous life. Absolutely heavenly. Mature, practical, generous, happy. You know, whatever you desire, you can, I think you're going to have it. You just got to believe you can have it and take a true ownership of it. You know, as long as a part of you is sort of saying, oh, it doesn't really matter, then the universe can't deliver it to you. Perhaps your biggest life lesson at the moment is to take an ownership of what you really, really want, with a clear self-belief, actually, because the Queen of Swords really assists us, her energy, in removing any lack of self-belief. And of course the moon cycles likewise. The new moon is sowing those new seeds, and a new moon in Scorpio is about digging deep, peeling back the layers, taking an ownership of the depths of our desires, of the things that you really, really, really want. My beautiful pile 3. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. The glow up is coming. It's just a question of this being sorted first, whatever it is for you. Beautiful souls, I am sending you the biggest hug ever, all the love in the world. Keep us posted as this unfolds and emerges for you. Thank you so much for your liking, your subscribing, your sharing. All of these things really do make a difference, and the comments as well. They all make a difference to promoting the channel on YouTube, and you know that helps us as a community to reach more people, to hopefully assist more people. So thank you so much, and thank you to all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. It is just lovely of you to do so. You are really appreciated. The moon month video that's on YouTube, not only will it give you an indication of the incoming energy for all the moon phases of the moon month, but there are also zodiac sign readings for all signs in there as well. So do check them out if you're interested in that. And there are extended readings, big deeper dive extended readings on Patreon as well, as well as tutorials over there too. So do check out all of those things if that is working for you, if that's of interest to you. And thank you all of you as well who have been purchasing my Manifest with the Moon diary and journal. And for those of you that have had difficulty, I know I've had countless emails from people saying it says it's out of stock, which is crazy because it's actually being printed on an Amazon print on demand thing. So they should be endlessly available, but I think they must have some sort of hourly quota. I have been in touch with them, and that somehow if it goes over the hourly quota, they then put it as being out of stock. So beautiful souls, if you could just keep persevering, for those of you that have had that trouble, just go back on in an hour or a couple of hours, and it should then, you know, the book should then be available. And I will be doing webinars all about manifesting with the moon and how to use a moon diary and how to use a moon journal. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love.